Wait.
Welcome
Wait.
to Console Wars. In Console Wars, we will be discussing which console is better. For the start, our first console wars will be Xbox versus PlayStation. This is a massive row between quite a lot of people. And even though the first Xbox was, well, chunky and, how do I put it, odd, with its odd sounds and everything, it brought Xbox Live and shocked quite a few people. Some people preferred it from the PS2. Some people thought the people who preferred it to the PS2 were absolutely mental. Now the controller for the Xbox original was horrific. Then they released a slim version of it. Sadly, they didn't do that for the actual console, which was also horrific. Moving over to the PlayStation, it was the best selling console of all time. Obviously, we're talking about the PS2. It was the cheapest DVD player around and could play loads of, for the time, really high graphics games. Nowadays, you probably think they're not so high graphics, and I don't really blame you, because I don't think GTA is too appealing nowadays. Do you? Yeah, I think most of us can see that just by the graphics and that photo. Anyways, that didn't, even though to us nowadays graphics from the past look horrific, back then it was like, I don't know, say you had 4K, it would be like 4K, except back then, which was probably about 420p, which is ouch. Anyway, the PS2 shocked a lot of people, and really most people preferred it than the Xbox, and I can see why. It did release a slim console, the controller was a nice feeling, and it was a great successor to the PS1. And it just had better games. That's my thoughts on Xbox Original versus PS2. What do you think? Point to PlayStation. Now, personally, I had a PS3, which was my starting console. I loved it. However, if you had to put it against the Xbox 360, it might just turn out that, well, the Xbox wins. Let me explain why. The Xbox 360 had better graphics. It had there were a load more games, none of them good. Xbox Avatar, and when Sony tried to do something a bit like Avatar, it ended up like PlayStation Home. Now, obviously, Xbox has Kinect, which sucked, but I don't think it was nearly as bad as, well, the PlayStation Move. So, honestly, point to Xbox. Oh yeah, and how could I forget? Xbox controller is also probably better than the PlayStation 3 one. So that's another reason why I say point to Xbox. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Sony's PSX. Yeah, sort of a bit weird. Don't know. It's just a quick bonus mention. Let's just do all our bonus mentions now. So there's a PSP, which is good, you know, right? It's not crappy. Well, it's not as crappy as the PSX. Then, oh god, PS Vita. Oh god, Jesus. What did Sony do? Well, if you don't know, PS Vita is PSP's, well, next. Let's say it. Like they tried to make another sequel to the PSP, which would have been fine, except they made it absolutely horrible. Memory cards cost way too much. You need special memory cards. Rather, as a PSP, you could literally just get any memory card. Just honorable mentions. Is there anything from Xbox? No, not really. Alright then. Okay, there's my honorable mentions then. This is the big one! This is the one that, the only one that matters. PS4 versus Xbox One. Right, now to start off, PS4 Pro and Xbox One X beats PS4 out of the window. And, you know, let's just start with games. So, as we all know, Xbox has Halo and Forza, which are really good games. Personally, I could go on for a little bit, you know, I could say games that, like, you know, personally, I don't know what the hell, like Banjo-Kazooie, what a name, but yeah, okay, so, but then, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, right, Xbox, and then PlayStation say, what was it, I'm not sure, no, yeah, Rayman's on there, oh god, they say, sorry, give me 2 secs. Little Big Planet or something, you know. Well, Xbox could just say, yeah, that might be better, but what do you have on Halo? Uncharted. Yeah, see what I mean? What do they have on Forza? They have Gran Turismo. Yeah, you might want to ask Microsoft for a copy of Forza, you know what I mean? Because Gran Turismo, seriously? Oh god. Anyway, that's games out of the way. Now we're gonna go on for about another while, just talking about what's better. So, the winner of games, we're gonna put 1 point to Xbox for the games, and now let's do other tech. Now, PlayStation still kept with the Move, Microsoft still kept with Kinect. Now, obviously, Kinect got fully discontinued because it was just still utter crap. It had a few improvements, but that didn't make it amazing. However, Sony got the Move and said, you know what, let's do something good with this. So, with the release of their very own PlayStation VR headset, they added, they let you use the Move controllers. Even though some Move controllers, yes, there are different types, are very odd and weird, they still do work. So, point to PlayStation. Okay, so at the minute it's 2-2. This could matter. Right. Now, I know a lot of you might disagree with the end option. It might end up as a draw. You never know. But if it ends up as PlayStation, you like Xbox, don't worry. This is out of, like, you know, pure guess. You know, well, one might be better. This one might be better. Or they might just end up, you know, exactly the same. You know, even if your favourite console isn't, you know, number one, don't go crying to your mum, because it's me. I'm a bloody 35 subscriber YouTuber, nearly 40. press that subscribe button now. So, I don't know if you really want to listen to me. Just saying. Anyways, the only thing I don't really get is what Sony changed their controller. That was good, but Microsoft didn't. Well, they didn't change the design, which honestly, so Xbox controller original was horrible. Xbox 360 was good, really good. Then Microsoft Xbox One is pretty much the same design. That's what I don't really get. Anyways, let's now move on to controllers. So that was going in the right direction. Anyway, so even though I'm holding a PS4 controller right now, it is really nice, and I do like the way there's a light bar. That went down well with quite a lot of people, and with the second version of the PS4 controller, you can see a little light on the top of the touchpad, and the touchpad is something that Xbox don't have, and it's quite a good feature, to be honest. There's a share button, so if you want to share your things with your friend, share video clips with your friends, yeah, you can't do that, but you can upload them to YouTube. With the click of a button, you can start live streams with the click of a button. I'm pretty sure Xbox can do that. It doesn't have a share button, but the controller also feels nice, and the Xbox controller is recommended as the best controller. And obviously that's not coming out of me, but I've heard that before, so I'm just going to say, point to, you guessed it, Xbox. Okay, so Xbox is now winning 3-2, but there's still quite a couple rounds left. Next, storage. They're pretty much the same, to be honest. So I don't really think I can make anything now. Anyways, what about? Oh, my discs just. Oh, discs, disked games. Oh, actually no, that's sort of stupid. So let's say prices. The price for the Xbox One, if you're just looking for an original, can go from 100 to about 300. Yes, do not buy it off of Microsoft. Anyways, yeah, so you can get a PS4 though for 150 to about 250, and even though the Xbox starts at a cheaper price, it ends at 300, but the PS4 ends at 250. So the console costs the same. But what about controllers? You could probably buy oh, by the way guys, we're talking about wireless ones, not wired, because that just goes about a tenner. So you can probably go on eBay, buy a scratched PS4 controller for about just a second-hand PS4 controller for about £25. You could probably buy an Xbox for about £30, I'd say. I don't know the official prices, but I'd say you could probably buy it for about £30. Yet the PS4 comes in a lot of different skins though, which is the same with Xbox, except you can customize your own skins for it, which cost £80. The Xbox Elite controller costs £120. And if you're looking for a beast Xbox setup, you're probably going to end up by spending, getting an Xbox One X, an Elite controller, a pretty expensive headset, so you're looking about nearly the £1,000 mark, so about £700 if you want to get an absolute mental Xbox setup. If you're just looking for a normal one, it can cost you, I'd say, about £150. If you're you're just looking for just a really cheap Xbox One off, you know, maybe eBay or something, or maybe in your local tech store. A PS4, if you want to get a beast setup, that would be PS4 Pro, version 2 controller, which comes with the PS4 Pro, and the PS4 Pro is about, I think, about $250. So it's $250, and then a good headset, the PS4 wireless. So that's about $320. Points PS4. Yep, PS4 is cheaper. But what about for low price? So Xbox range is about $150, but PS4's console alone costs $150. Aye. Let's just lower the Xbox high price to $600, because that's how much it would actually probably cost. But you probably get a cheap PS4 with cheap gear for about $170, because you could get a £20 headset, and controller does come with PS4. So I'd say, out of pure guess, winner for price is definitely PlayStation. So it's 2-2. This is going to be the tiebreaker. Oh, let's think. What would be good? Oh, backwards compatibility. Now, as we all know, based off it, it looks like Xbox would win. However, even though Xbox can play games just by, you know, putting it in, putting the disc in, downloading it, and done, or just buying a load of games, PlayStation not only sells old PS2 games like GTA 3, so does the Xbox. However, there's something called PlayStation Now, which is the definition of an app that plays backwards compatibility. For £13 a month, you're getting over 500 games, and not only are these PS4 games, but PS3 and PS2. Not reaching to PS1, but you know, I don't think that would generally be a big problem with people. Because if you want to play PS1 games, get a PS1 for about 15 quid. Anyways, thing is, Sony have really shown us. However, the only downside to PS Now is you have to stream. So if you're offline, you're not going to be playing any of your favourite PS2 games. Now you'd expect, oh, maybe GTA's on there, or maybe COD's on there. No. Is Uncharted on there? Not Uncharted 4, but 2, 3, and 1. There's Far Cry, you'd say? No. No Far Cry. So I'm generally going to say the less popular, less crazy games. There's Killzone Shadowfall. So if you're looking for a first-person shooter to play on there, you can play that. Now, obviously this is quite hard for me, but you can play original Xbox games on the Xbox One, and the fact that you can literally do, like, pretty much any Xbox 360 game, an Xbox original game, and the library's growing online store, you can just chuck in the disc and play any Xbox 360 game. It's hard to say this, but point to Xbox. So guys, I guess there's the winner. The winner, as you can all see, is Xbox One. Well, I hope you're gonna like and subscribe. So looks like Xbox is going to the quarterfinals. Yep, we're gonna do it like that. So Xbox is in the quarterfinals. Sadly, Sony gets kicked out on the first round. But you never know. What about if Xbox get kicked out before the semis and Nintendo makes it to the finals and versus bloody Sega? This could really be random. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of research. But it's been me, William, and that was episode 1 of Console Wars. Goodbye. And bye. Goodbye. Yes.